it is.
Hi, it's Julie Gill with Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Rachel. Yeah, welcome back. We missed you, and we're going to say hey to Gail, too. Gail.
Hi, guys.
Yes, I'm glad to be back.
Over here. Yeah, and Rachel, we missed you a couple of times. Tell us, where have you been?
Well,
what you been up to?
Week 1 was COVID.
Oh.
That wasn't fun. Week 2 was I forgot. And week 3 was camping. No, not week 3, because I'm here now. Okay, I'm back.
Yay.
I'm going to argue that I maybe had some COVID brain fog still.
It's a thing. It's a real thing.
It is a thing. I could not believe I just forgot that it was a day.
Yeah.
Like,
no worries.
I had no idea. Anyway.
Yeah, Andrea, I had a PA student with me. Beautiful. She's an excellent student. She's going to be a great PA.
Yes.
Yeah, so she joined me for the last 2 Mondays. Yeah, that's been great.
You guys did a great job. I love listening there. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, so you've been camping.
Been camping.
Yeah, wonderful.
Lots of hiking, lots of swimming. And it feels good to be able to do that after being so sick with COVID. So I'm really for my health.
Wonderful. You were in a mountain river.
Mountain river, yes.
And so that cold water was great for your immune function.
Well, yes, we were kind of treating it like an ice bath. And in fact, we were taking turns doing push-ups on a rock, having to submerge your whole body in the river. But then you get out and you have like brain freeze because it's literally like, 40 degrees. It's so cold. So it was quite fun, though.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Now, did you happen to have to stop for gas along the way?
We did, in fact.
Yes, and
we filled up our car with fuel. We did not fill up our bodies with fuel.
That's a great lead into our...
Did you like that?
Yes.
Very good.
Yeah. So tell us what today's chapter is about.
All right. We're on chapter 57 of the Food Rules book. You guys were getting very close to the end. The last chapter is 64, so we're really, really close.
Really close.
This chapter says, do not get your fuel from the same place you get your car. Well, sorry. Don't get your fuel from the same place your car does. I read that wrong.
Yeah.
And it, basically is saying that American gas stations now make more money inside selling food and cigarettes than they do outside selling gasoline.
It's amazing.
And that what we're usually finding there is highly processed, imperishable snack food. So remember, if it doesn't ever perish, that's a problem. And extravagantly sweetened soft drinks in hefty 20-ounce bottles. But I would argue that this book is a little old and it's no longer 20 ounce. We're talking about 36, 48.
Big gulp, right?
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, a big gulp was like 12 ounces or something.
Yeah.
A big gulp is now like bigger than your head.
Yeah.
Oh, bigger than our head.
Yeah.
Right, it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys broke up.
I know. Right, and how many teaspoons of sugar is in one of those things?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't even want to count that. So they're saying his point is just stick with the fuel for your car.
Stick with the fuel for your car. And what's tricky is these gas stations, they know that you're traveling, and oftentimes you're in the middle of 2 different places and maybe you haven't had anything to eat yet. And you go, usually you can kind of like swipe your card, get your gas and go without having to go inside. But should you need another bottle of water along the way, now suddenly the temptations, you can't avoid the aisles. The whole store is one giant temptation. And they know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think some of these places make you actually go in and pay.
Some do.
Some do, and that might be, I never thought about this, but that might be,
yeah.
I mean, there might be a hidden agenda there.
Right. Because if they're making more money on what's inside, then they want to get you inside.
Right.
And things are typically pretty affordable there. There's always a big sign that says, 4 candy bars for the price of 1, or, I don't know, Like it's always a buy one, get one or whatever. There's always some sort of a good deal you can
right.
Yes,
great deal you can't pass up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, but we were talking about this earlier. What are the things that if we need to eat something, fuel up a little bit, for traveling long distance, right? And you're driving through, I don't know, New Mexico, and there's just nothing for miles. What do you do if you have to plan ahead and pack things?
Yeah. Well, so a lot of the times there is a refrigerated section, and I have seen like string cheese or hard-boiled eggs, or you can get a bag of nuts, and trying to avoid the honey roasted or barbecued, of course.
Yeah,
but different kinds of trail mix.
Oh yeah, there might be a trail mix,
seeds and nuts.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Sunflower seeds or something like that.
Right. Right. And if you can map it out and go to some of the larger truck stop gas stations, they're typically going to have like, I've seen full on produce sections where they've got all sorts of fruits and vegetables. They've got pre-packaged kind of like little charcuterie board type things where there's grapes and cheese and nuts and little meats, but those are like the big, like Jake's truck stop, or I don't know, some of the bigger ones. So if you can map it out on your road.
Okay. All right. So I got the biggest truck stop that I've ever been to is called Buc-ee's. Have you heard of this?
I have.
It's in the South. I know it in Texas, and I think there was one in Florida. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it is huge. It's kind of probably got 100 different gas pumps, but then you go inside and it's the size of a Walmart. It's huge.
Yeah.
Again, it makes sense then that they're making more money off of what's inside than the gas. And, and sometimes these places will have a Subway. Now, you can get a really nice big salad with lots of, fruits and veggies from a Subway. So that's an option. Yeah. But I think planning
very
ahead,
good. There are reasonable options.
Yeah. Sorry, we're breaking up a little bit, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. So I like his point where he talks about what's in both our fuel and our food, which is corn, right?
Oh, yeah, that was interesting. Yeah. What does he say? Gas stations.
Ethanol in the car.
Yeah, they've become processed corn stations because you have highly processed fructose corn syrup, right?
Yeah.
In the food, and then the gases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. I talked to a person who immigrated here, and her she had family. One of the moms was working in a gas station, and she was used to eating whole foods back in her country of origin, and then when she moved here, he started eating the food at the gas station, and guess what happened to this person's weight?
Yeah,
it went up. Yeah, never had a weight issue in the past, but then transition from corn syrup, corn starch, corn everything, foods, and
right.
So it really can have an impact, not just because of the calories, right, but because of the hijacking of the brain. Yeah. Increasing hunger and changing insulin and the hunger and satiety hormones to keep you in this eating frenzy.
Yeah, you're not nourished. So you have all the calories, sure, but they were empty. They weren't nourishing, and your body is looking for the macronutrients, the micronutrients, and all of this fiber and all these things. And it's going, ooh, I didn't get it. You may have eaten 400 calories, but I still need more to run on. So I'm going to make you hungrier to keep eating until I feel like you've given me what I need. And you're always just craving more. You're always left wanting more.
Yeah. More. That's right. So another point then too is maybe think a little ahead of time and pack some great snacks when you're going on a road trip.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Have a
keep
good-
a cooler in our car when we're going on long road trips, or we know that we won't have anywhere to stop in between. And the morning of or the night before, it's kind of like the super fridge we've talked about, where you're prepping your food on the weekends and have all those beautiful veggies ready to go. It's the same idea. I'll make like a super fridge in my cooler with a bunch of little things that that can get us by, and then we're not craving. And then we're thinking, we've got all this wonderful stuff in the cooler. Why stop there? Why spend the money? This is going to feel much better.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Super cooler.
The super cooler. Yeah.
Super cooler. That's great.
You know, another point that I wanted to actually make, this is kind of a weird point, but I really think it speaks to something that people don't talk about. If you're, let's say, going on vacation, like for me, we just got back from camping. Now, while camping, you're pretty limited, right? I'm not eating a lot of like fresh spinach salads. I'm kind of limited, you know, but I knew I was going into this, and knowing I'm going to have 4 days of less healthy food, I did not want to start off my vacation. Like I want to eat as healthy as possible, right? Like after a cooler for camping with as much healthy, fresh food for the first day or two until I knew it wouldn't keep, and, you know, but you want to keep your system. Do you catch my drift? Like we want to keep our system going, stay regular, right? And anytime I know I'm going to stop off and get something that's processed or whatever, I know it's going to make me feel tired, it's going to slow me down, it's going to stop my system up, it's going to kind of get me out of a nice rhythm. And if you think of that ahead of time, it's and allow that to be a value or a priority, is not really worth it.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a great point. We were at a beautiful barbecue this weekend, and there was beautiful food there, and whole and real and healthy and fresh. And we also sell. So I was asked to bring my 2 specialty desserts. Number 1 was that my carrot cake, which I have to, you know, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. And then number two was a Marionberry cobbler. That's also, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, but I had to think ahead and say, yeah, I know this is gonna be worth it for right now. So I enjoyed it, and, you know, no shame or guilt, but understanding that it was gonna, you know, probably gonna have a little bit of a sugar crash. I definitely eat it toward the end of a meal, so I already have food there, good balance it up. And but yeah, so today's my actual birthday.
Happy birthday!
And I had my sugar on Saturday, so I just don't need it today, except for a little bit of dark chocolate,
which is so yummy.
Yeah, it is.
It is. Yeah. A little square of that, and it kind of hits it in the spot, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's all I need. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, those convenience stores, they're not after our good health, are they?
They're not. And it does take a little planning ahead of time. But if once you get into the habit, it just becomes like, that's not our normal. We just, I don't even consider going in. But if you're in the habit currently of popping into the convenience store every time you stop for gas, or on your way to work, you're like, oh, I'm going to pop in here. Just find a different route to work, or find a different gas station where you don't have to go in, and start to just break that habit, right? And before you know it, it will no longer be your norm. And that's the first step to breaking something like that, right? If it's habitual for you, I love the idea of just finding a different route to work. If you're tempted by the McDonald's and the whatever on your way to work or on your way home, go a different route. Right?
Yeah, you want to break up that chain of events. Yeah,
because there's a trigger, right? And it might even be like a certain stoplight where your brain starts to know, oh, we're getting close.
Yes.
Starts the chatter, right? What are you going to get this time? And so change the system, change the rhythm,
right?
Up your habits, and then create new ones.
Exactly. Yeah. If you need more help with that, give us a call at Oregon Weight and Wellness, 971-273-7143. for 3 coaches, Rachel Mattheos and Megan Handy, and they are excellent at what they do and helping you create these new healthy habits. And we'd be happy to help you. So we know that change can be hard sometimes, but we're always happy to help.
Absolutely.
So until next time, stay healthy and hydrated because it's going to be a hot one, Rachel.
Yes. All week. Yes.
All week. So keep the water going.
Pre-hydrate. Right? What you're drinking today is for tomorrow. So pre-hydrate.
That is so good. Pre-hydrate. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Bye, Gail.